Hello again. Thanks again for your continued support. So as we showed in an earlier photo, we've finally managed to get the engine out of the car, which we're excited about. And we've had a lot of questions come in regard to the engine bay and wanting to have a bit of a look at it. So I thought I'd put this video together quickly. As you can see, the engine's just come out of the car, so everything's covered in oil and grease and it all needs to be cleaned up. But I thought I'd just show you what we found. So yeah, really simple. Just get your two rear engine mounts. Once the gearbox and bell housing and everything's all out, it's really simple to get the engine out at the end of the day. We just took a bit of extra time to document everything. Now, if we go in here, you'll see the power steering rack's leaking like a sieve, so we'll pull all that out and clean all that up. That just mounts to the back of the cross member. So that'll all be cleaned up as we go and rebuilt and resealed. One thing we did find, if you have a look here on the cross member, we thought originally it was a rub mark, but turns out it's got grind marks in it. So there must have been a clearance issue at some stage and it's been ground away with a grinder. The sump that's on the engine at the moment, there's plenty of clearance, so we're thinking it must have been off a previous generation sump. So we'll cut that out, put a little recess in it, neaten it all up as we go. If we go across here, front suspension, that mounts into the inside of the engine bay. So if we go around this side, your front control arms go through into the engine bay off those rose joints there. And then on the bottom control arms, it's really simple, just goes into the bottom of the cross member. We were going to drop the whole cross member out with the engine in it, but decided to separate it all in the car. The only other thing that's a little bit abnormal, you'll see that hose at the back there, that goes out of that bell housing that we showed you in an earlier video, up into the breather tank there and then back into a secondary breather here. So we've actually cleaned that up with a bit of orange agent from Bowden's and it's come up really well. So we'll continue polishing all the aluminium tanks and get them looking like new again. Wiring, everything's been disconnected obviously. It's really cool, everything's marked. So as you'll see here when the harness has been built, that's got crank written on it. So that'll be your crank angle sensor. You've got your main wire into your alternator, which is just marked as 12 volt. If you have a look here, suspension, so that'll be a wire going to your suspension sensors for your Motec system. So yeah, really cool, lots of history. We'll obviously keep all that and maintain it. Engine wise, it'll all come apart shortly and we'll document that as we go in a separate video. Again, Super Cheap Auto sponsored us with an engine stand, which we're really appreciative, so we can really provide some detailed videos on that. So we look forward to getting into that soon and we'll keep you updated as we go. So thanks again for your support.